Most middle-class people in America insist on choice for their children. They would never say in New York City, Chicago, or LA, well, you get the neighborhood school, if that's no good, too bad, my kid's gonna go there, right? People have told me if they didn't like the neighborhood school, they would move outside of the city, other parts of the state, or New Jersey, or Connecticut. People have told me if necessary, they go to private school. So parents insist on choice. Unfortunately, people in our poorest communities don't have those choices. Charter schools became a choice option for them. Nobody has to go in New York, but if they wanted it, we wanted to make sure they had the option. When I first became Chancellor in 2002, I think everybody recognized the state of the public schools in New York City was really very poor. The key issues right from the beginning for me were really to move away from a politically driven, school board driven, local politics, all the patronage and all the other things, to move toward real accountability in the school system, to move toward meaningful choice for all of our families, not just some of our families, and to try to create as much as you could a system of innovation that would drive change.
Joel Klein was very emphatic about parents understanding that the school system was going to treat children and make children the priority. That children would come first above the needs of the adults in the system.
When he stepped out and said, I am going to get the best possible schools I can for my kids, and I am going to actively recruit and support charter school operators, there was incredible political opposition at all different levels. But he remained so steadfast in his commitment. And it really wasn't rhetoric, it was also reality of just what he was willing to do to set charter operators up for success.
I think when people think about Joel's legacy here in New York City, there are going to be a couple of things that are going to be really clear. Education has changed for the better forever in New York City. We will never go back to the days where it will just be assumed because you live in a certain zip code, you can't get a quality education. There are people who are absolutely vying to bring high quality schools in the most distressed and disadvantaged areas because people now know it can be done.
And then you're going to cut out each individual continent and you're going to place each.
There were challenges in getting through, but I take great comfort in knowing 40,000 parents voted with their feet and went to our charter schools during the time that we were here in the 8 years. And in addition, another 40,000 or so were on the waiting list. If there were nobody on the waiting list, if everybody was happy with the choices they had right now, you wouldn't have to worry about it. But when you see people want something different, something better for their kids, it's our job to deliver that to them.